Hey, and I'm back. Welcome to another episode of Out of the Darkness and Into the Light. I just love the way that sounds. This is another episode of Out of the Darkness and Into the Light. I'm outside with nature, with natural, just enjoying the beautiful nature, enjoying natural. Got the, what do you call them, spoonbills over here, foraging, still in that same area. I hear something over here in the trees. Maybe we can see a nice, beautiful bird or something. Out here in nature. Today we're going to talk about help. Not only are we going to talk about health, but we're going to dive into something that coincides or sync with help, and that's called self-help. The act of helping yourself. When we were at family gatherings or have company over, and you got dips or you got whatever food you cook, and you always go, "Hey, help yourself," and everyone kind of reluctant to really help themselves. They'll partake. Then you got those that are, man, they'll help themselves, and they'll start putting the doggy bag together right away. Well, you said help yourself. But that's one thing that we don't do. We're willing to help others, which is great. It's great to help others. You know, we were always taught or reminded as little kids, you know, when you're in the Boy Scouts and help an old lady cross the street. Put your handkerchief down or your jacket down so a woman can step over a mud puddle. Yeah, it ain't happening today. You be standing on the corner and people will drive by and splash that mud puddle all on you. They need help. They need help. But we always consider anything that we do in regards to help is going to be beneficial to the person that we're intending to help. In most cases, it is. It's always beneficial. It just depends on your motive of the reason that you're getting that help or offering your help. A lot of times we help and no intentions or no intentions to gain behind the help. Another word for help is volunteer. That means working or doing something without getting compensated for it. And then there's the help that we'll definitely offer if we're going to be compensated for it. So if I ask you to help me cut my grass or paint my house, and you say, "Sure, I'll be glad to help. How much you going to pay me?" That's not help. That's soliciting employment. Okay, I'm going to try not to be silly today, but that's not help. It's help, but it's not help unconditionally. And a lot of times when you offer someone help, you do it unconditionally. And they just recently had all these major storms in various places. And the Red Cross and FEMA is organizations that are designed to help the people. But a lot of times, with their version of help, you'd be better off not receiving their version of help because their version of help don't really help you. And then the help that they do try to offer you, which has some type of compensation to it, the compensation is nearly null and void because the compensation that they offer could never add up to your loss, could never add up to personal property damage, and so that particular help, that's not a good help, if you understand what I'm saying. So when we do help someone, when we try to help someone, see, you can't help someone unless they want to be helped. See, I wanted to be helped. I knew I had an issue. I knew I had alcohol issues, and I needed some help. At first, I rejected the fact that I needed some help. That's called self-help, where you help yourself. And I rejected the idea that I needed help. I just kept telling myself, oh, I got it. It ain't that bad. Oh, I only drink on the weekends. Yeah, but I was overindulgent. So I needed help. I needed help getting that thing under control. I almost said craving, but it is not a craving. The only time I can technically say it was probably a craving was after I opened up the bottle, and then I wouldn't drink unless that bottle was empty. So after the first drink, I would say, oh, okay, I'll have another drink. See, that was that craving coming on, where I'm believing that I'm just having a social drink, but at the same token, I'm overdoing it. And so I realized that I needed help. And so, you know, I want to say enrolled. I don't think they call it enrolling, but I went to a seek help at a mental health hospital for myself, for my mental health. So I was helping myself, and I got me a doggy bag in the beginning. And in my beginning, I had to first take an assessment of myself. I had to look at myself. Remember, we were talking before, and I said, I'm going to do like the lyrics of Michael Jackson's song, Man in the Mirror. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. And I was asking him to change his ways. That him was me. That's self-help. That's recognizing that you need help. And not only just relying on someone else to make an observation saying you need help. You realize you need help yourself and accept the fact that you need help. Once you realize you need help and accept the fact that you need help, that's the first beginning of being helped. Then after that, you look forward to dealing with any resources or any people that you could come in contact with that could help you. And the people that really love you and come in contact with you and want to help you, normally they're helping you and there's no compensation. The only compensation is the gratification that they helped somebody, that you helped someone. I say all the time, we need to show more love. We need to show more love, and in showing that love, we can help people without expecting a reward. A lot of people in the church systems, they'll help so they can stand before a congregation and say they did this or they did that. And I helped with the food bank, and I helped with this, wanting to get accolades or a certificate in the end, not genuinely helping from the heart, and just only helping so they can either be looked upon as a great humanitarian, or they're doing it because they're going to get paid, or they're going to do it because someone's going to give them the accolades. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, what is your motive behind helping? What is your motive behind seeking help? And the motive behind me seeking help was, I came to the conclusion, I realized that I needed to help. And the only thing that could help me was me. I had to help myself. Like that other video I was talking about, the guy that got fired and he was always late coming from break. He was late coming to work, and he was always trying to leave early. And so eventually the owner of the business called him in and told him he was fired. And he says, "Why you fired me?" He said, "Ask yourself." So the help that you need, ask yourself. And I guarantee you, if you ask yourself the help that you need, you know what's going to happen? Self is going to answer you back. Now, if you're going to listen to self, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different story. But when you do listen to self-help, it's you helping yourself. Helping others is commemorable. It's great to help others. We need to help others. We need to support each other. We need to do that. Because there's nothing wrong with doing that. Just remember your motive behind doing it. If you're doing it to receive compensation, maybe the motive really ain't there to really help. But then again, if you came up to me and said, "Hey, listen, I need some help. I'm going to be moving, and if you help me, I'll pay you." Okay, I'm helping, and I'm helping with the understanding that after we're finished with the job, I'll get paid for it. That's a good help too. If any one of you was approached and someone said they were moving and can you help them and offered to pay you, and then you say, "Oh no, you don't have to pay me. I'd be glad to help you move." I don't think so. I used to be a household mover, and that's hard work. That's hard work. You have to be paid for that work. It takes a toll on your body, and it's just, man, it's stressful. And so for that, you need to be compensated for that particular type of help. And then there's the other types of help where you get help from a psychiatrist, someone who studies the psyche and can help you to decipher what's going on inside that peanut brain. And it's more than just making smooth, creamy peanut butter. They helping you like George Washington Carver helped us by coming up with 1,001 uses for that peanut. And so you go see the psychiatrist so she can help you. 1,001 uses for you to be helped. They showed this thing like when the person's like stranded on a desert island, and they would say or a deserted island or whatever title you want to give the island, and then they would go out into the sand, and then they would scribble SOS. I believe it stands for Save Our Souls. And so they were crying out for help, but they didn't spell HELP. They said SOS. And then some will do that. Some will say HELP. And so those that are the aerial vehicles that are flying over, the helicopters and an airplane, is written so they can see it. And then they say, "Oh, someone over there needs some help." And there are people that are out that's all their motive is to help other people. It's just to help. And the compensation for helping them is the mere fact that they were allowed to help, to make a difference. And that's what we want to do. We want to help and make a difference. But before we can help anybody, we first need to help yourself. We need to help ourselves. Then, and only then, will we be effective in helping others. When you're on an airplane and before they take off and they give you all the safety briefings, they tell you how to put the seatbelt on, which you already know how to do that. And then they'll tell you about the emergency exits. And then they'll tell you that the seat can become a flotation device in the event of a water landing or a water crash. They don't say crash, they say landing. So you won't panic. Oh, in case of a water landing, we landed on the water now. And then the other thing they emphasize, if for some reason they lose cabin pressure or there's a need to put your oxygen mask on, and it drops down from the compartment up there. It says, first, put it on yourself. Then after that, put it on your children. Self-preservation, we probably would put it on ourselves. And then some of us, being the faithful and honorable parents that we are, we'll put it on our kids first and don't worry about ourselves, because we want life to continue on. The younger generation should go ahead and continue on. We've lived a certain amount of time, we think in our head, and we go, well, it's not very important that I live on, but my kids and my grandkids. You understand what I'm saying. But the point I was bringing is self-help, to help yourself. And once we understand that we first need to help ourselves before we can help others, we're no help to ourselves and we're no help to others. So it's great. It's great to help someone. It's great to show love. Do that today. Just show some love today. Go out and just go out into your environment and just wave at somebody. Be like the guy when I was growing up. We named him Mr. Good Day. He should just stand outside every morning and wave at the cars passing down the busy boulevard, yelling, "Have a good day! Have a good day! Have a good day!" We knew his name, but we couldn't remember his name for calling him Mr. Good Day. He had a big old orange glove on. Excuse me. He had a big old orange glove on, and he'd just be waving and yelling, "Have a good day! Have a good day!" And you know what? We would wave back and say, "Have a good day!" And do you know that energy from doing that made us have a good day? We were just happy going to school. Sometimes we'd walk, sometimes we'd ride our bike. But it motivated us. And that was some simple help that this gentleman decided to do. They said he had had a near-death experience, and so when he came back, he promised that he would be nicer to people and he would try to help people as much as he can. And so we hope that it don't take a near-death experience for us to want to help people or help ourselves. And a lot of times that's when we really try to help ourselves. And the doctor diagnosed us with something, and we say, "Oh man, I'm going to have to cut back on that. I'm going to have to start doing this. I'm going to have to start exercising more. I'm going to have to push back from the table doing them push-ups." You say, "I am doing exercise. I'm doing push-ups." No, we ain't talking about pushing up to the table. You should be doing push-aways. You should be pushing away from the table. That'll help you. You should be eating smaller portions. That'll help you. You should have a cutoff time for when you're going to eat. And if you're going to eat late, don't eat large portions. And then go to bed and your body is just working its ass. So, oops, I didn't mean to say that. Your body is working to get rid of all that food when it's supposed to be doing that, but it ain't supposed to be working that hard. And that's what gives you them nightmares. Got you snoring. Sound like you're cutting down the forest. There's somebody out there cutting down the forest. Oh no, that's Don over there sleeping, snoring with a belly full of food. And then get up and eat a belly full of food. And you gotta be able to help yourself. There's a certain time I don't eat. I don't eat in the morning. Breakfast is the most important part of the day. Yeah, but it's called break fast. You're breaking the fast. You fasted overnight, so you're gonna eat breakfast. I understand that, but there's no time frame to break that fast. So if you want to fast until 12 o'clock and break that fast, then break that fast. No, you go, no, that's lunch. So you combine it. You go brunch. It's breakfast and lunch. No, just call it lunch. Just call it breaking the fast. Just call it eating something. Putting something in your stomach. And then discipline yourself. Help yourself to not eat after a certain time frame. I normally don't eat after 8 o'clock, and I definitely don't eat after 9. If I haven't eaten by 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, too bad. I just have to wait till the next day. It's not going to kill me. I'm just going to sleep. It ain't like I'm going to fight fires and go work in the coal mine. I'm going to sleep. I see people eat like they're getting ready to go fight a war or something and then go to bed. What the hell? Your dreams are that bad? I said I was going to be good today. But remember, help somebody, but first help yourself. Come on in. Help yourself. And then you'll be in a greater position and you'll have greater power to help someone else. Believe me, I know. And don't be afraid to look at yourself and take an inventory of yourself and see where you need help at. If you're always running late and being late to every, get up a little bit earlier. See, help yourself. You're getting pissed off because you're sitting in traffic? Well, get up a little bit earlier so you don't have to sit through as much traffic. But if you do have to sit through the traffic, you've already got your mind made up and you got your mindset that you're going to sit through the traffic and you got plenty of time to get to work or get to your destination or get to your doctor's appointment or who knows. That'll help. That's self-help. And do the reverse in the commute coming back home. You do the same thing. And that'll help you. And then let's not be so serious. I mean, life is serious, but life is beautiful. Sometimes we're so serious and we can't help but be all serious and cranky. Hell, if you went to bed cranky, wake up happy. And if you wake up happy, oh, happy day, oh, happy day. You'll have a happy day. Don't worry. Be happy. And as a matter of fact, laughing and smiling is going to give you such great energy. And it's gonna be the light that shines in that darkness. And you know we got some dark corners in us. We got some dark crevices where light need to shine. So be happy. Help somebody. It'll make you feel better too. It'll make you feel good to know that you helped someone. And help them without expecting any type of compensation. Just help them because you're there. Help someone across the street. Help someone get into the car. Help someone by opening their door. Help someone by closing their door. Help somebody by reaching the highest shelf to get that item that they want. Help somebody standing in line and they run short of money. Instead of them putting the items back, they didn't calculate it right. Help them out. Say, hey, don't worry about it. I'll pay that. I'll pay for that. Help somebody. Go pay somebody's light bill. Pay somebody's cell phone bill. Help somebody. You'll get your reward back. The universe will be glad to reward you. Yeah. And that'll be the better reward. Getting the reward from the universe, the universal God. He's going to reward you. Look at natural. Look at nature. This guy, he was an artist. This guy, he was the greatest painter. This guy, that guy. All right, well, it's time for me to sum it up. We're talking today about help and self-help. Remember, there's nothing wrong with self-help, and there's nothing wrong with receiving help. With pride, we got that pride. You put your pride aside. Come on, take this ride. All aboard the train. That was lyrics to one of my songs. Come along and ride this train. Don't need no ticket. Don't bring no baggage. Your faith will get you in. Come on, come along and ride this train. All aboard the train. Help somebody today. Love on somebody today. Start out first by loving yourself and loving on yourself. Go buy yourself a present. Go buy you some perfume. Go buy you some cologne. Go ahead and splurge. Buy you something on Amazon. Something you've been wanting and you just put it off because you're so busy helping everybody else. You're spending on everybody else. Spend on yourself. Help yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself for me. Enjoy yourself. You got to enjoy yourself. All right? So till we see each other again, you know what I'm going to say? Oh, I just love the way it sounds. Out of the darkness and into the light. Don't you want to come out of the darkness and into the light and into the light and out of the darkness and into the light? I do. I do. I do.